Welcome back to another episode of the Whiskey House Pub House. My name is Dylan, and today I'm going to be reviewing some Old Grandad 16 year. Now, this is a new release from Jim Beam, who has kind of been going through some revamping almost. Old Overholt got like a 10-year rye, the same bottle as this, which is the Old Grandad 114 bottle. And then now we're getting a 16-year, 100 proof, high rye, presumably, from Jim Beam. So, the mash bill on Old Grandad, I talked about this a little bit on the High Rye Bakers episode, that this might share the same recipe as the High Rye Bakers. But anyways, for more information, go check that episode out. The Old Grandad mash bill is 63 corn, 27 rye, and 10 barley. SRP on this thing is like $200, which is unfortunate. But does the experience make up for the price? So there is other Old Granddads, obviously. There's the 80 proof, 100 proof, and the 114. The 114 is the one that's beloved by all and was fraught with rumors of its demise, which is probably not true. Like 110%, right? Definitely won't go anywhere in the future. This video won't be aged like a fine cheese or milk. Old Grandad was a National Distillers line that Jim Beam purchased in the 90s, 80s. I have to look that up. But ever since, it's been kind of just a lower tier product. Been super affordable and good for the most part for a few of their releases, or a few of the SKUs being, such as the Bottle of Bond and the 114 as mentioned. But I think it's good to see them actually doing something with it now. Now we only need to see something done with Old Crow, please, other than a 3-year bourbon. The nose on this it's obviously super oaky, but there's a strange smell to it. What is that? It's super leathery. That's like the best description I can give it. But it doesn't seem right. Like, that doesn't seem like the right answer. But it is the best thing I can say. Maybe it'll come to me. Otherwise, there is rich caramel at the back end, very far into it, almost at the finish. It kind of shows up. It has some caramel character to it, but it's so rich for that leather note. Taste that. I think the smell I was trying to think of is probably like a tobacco. Maybe a tobacco. It would be very like a raw tobacco, some sort of cigar maybe. I don't have much experience with that, but that's what I'm feeling. Because leather doesn't seem right. It's something else. The taste on it was a little bit underwhelming on the first, so I'm gonna go into it for the second. A little bit of a cinnamon, red hot. Baking spice, definitely. More soup, like heavy oak, leather. The tobacco is faint, especially compared to the nose. It's nice and rich, complex. Mouth feels pretty good. Now it's a little dry. The overwhelming flavors are baking spice, caramel, a little bit of oak, and a strong drying of my mouth, which is a little weird. I had a little bit of this last night. I didn't get much of that, but I was trying to save the overall experience for this review. Overall, I think the nose is phenomenal, but the taste is solid. I don't want to mess that up. It is a very solid flavor profile. The journey is nice. It is complex by far, but it is not giving that limited edition price tag premium luxury bourbon experience that I'm looking for on the palate. But it just, for $200, it's missing the X factor on the palate. The nose has it. The nose, to me, has that X factor. And I wish, based off the nose alone, it could justify the price tag. I don't think it can. The taste is great. There's just a lot of things that I think it's competing for, and at $200, it kind of just ekes out of that comfortable price range for what you're getting, if that makes sense. I should probably do ratings on these. I don't know. I think a rating on this particular bottle, I'd probably do like a 65 to a 70 out of 100. I like it. I enjoy it. But I think for the price, that's the biggest letdown for it. I understand it's 16 years old and it's bourbon, but it needs the X factor, and this does not have it. So, if you enjoyed this, please subscribe, like, comment. If you want me to do a review on a particular bottle, leave it down below, and I'll see if I have it. I'll try to get it. But thanks for joining me on this episode of the Whiskey House Pub House. We'll see you next time.